Hello friends, welcome back to your favorite channel TradeBasics. So today we will try to understand the important levels which I am sharing on Telegram. How do we use them for a trading purpose, right? So if you would have seen, these levels are working pretty fine in last few days, and these are the basically the long term levels and the short term levels. Okay, so the straight lines, the lines, red color lines, if you are seeing here, okay, these are basically your long term lines. Okay, and the dotted lines which you are seeing, these are short term lines. Okay, so short term basically means for that intraday, right? So what we generally try to understand from these levels is basically, see, whenever the important levels are broken, okay, this one will give you generally good moves. Okay, like here, if it is rejected from this place, it has given us a very good downwards momentum. Okay, and for the intraday, wherever basically the that particular day's momentum, where it can stop or where it can move on the things, right? So how do we trade now? See, whenever we are getting the major levels broken, or either upside or downside, these are the levels which will work in a very good manner. Okay, and then we have to see for the immediate support resistance. Okay, this one can also be used for a good scalping immediate trends. Okay, and overall after that, generally I will be keep on mentioning about the OI data. Okay, where exactly the data is moving and all that thing. Basis on that, in these intraday levels, we can utilize it for our profit booking, or certain kind of reversal trades, right? So now Friday market, if you can check, it was a pretty choppy market, and we were seeing both the side momentums, right? So even though if you would have shorted it here, so this one, if you look at here, this one was a very critical level. So this one will basically help you to understand, even if we are getting the green candles on the opening, right, and we are getting one sharp green candle, right? So first 5 minutes candle was a kind of a hammer, and after that we have seen one sharp move on the upside, right? However, when we are seeing these levels are there, so basically we had this particular place, there was a strong resistance which was there. So we can avoid, or we can get we can basically avoid these trades here on the call side, right? And if at all we are getting any rejections here, we can always look out for a short trades with a immediate support as the target. Okay, so one target was done here. Okay, after that we have seen one hammer kind of formations at this place. So basically these levels, it was taking the support. So this one, this levels I had given it at 9:30 only. So if you consider from 9:30 also, 9:30 exactly, it has given this movement on the downside. Exactly at this point we have got one upside momentum also. So generally I know most of you would be scalping, not having the long position, and especially on options. And most of the days nowadays, it has become more of a scalping than the long term trade, right? So what we are trying to do here is, okay, here we got one short trade, we could have booked it at these points, right? Then we have seen some levels, on these levels, if we are getting some hammers or anything, and then we can use this for a quick scalping on the upside. Okay, now Friday, consider Friday is generally, what happens is, Friday you will not have a momentum on the options, though it looks like very nice uh, on the spot chart here. Okay, the last few minutes we have not got any much trades here. Okay, or probably one or two SLs also would have hit, but it was a choppy market, and generally Fridays we should try and avoid as much as we can. Fridays and Mondays generally we don't get the option movements, so we have to be very careful on the option movements on these days, right? So if at all we are an option buyer, option seller, it is always good to have these things, and it will always be just a time you have to take at that particular day. So time value will automatically help you to kind of understand, or to get more money from the option selling point of view. But as an option buyer, we have to become scalper. We have to get 20 points, 30 points. Certain times we will get one trending days, like this day, right? Not this day, generally this trending day, right? So we had seen good momentum on the upside, then the short term momentum, then it has exactly come to the support, taken the support and went up, right? So these are the kind of things which we can always look at it. On the expiry also, if you would have seen, it has taken the support at the bottom and then it has gone exactly, it has taken the resistance at this point, and then this candle came up, which was a very very strong candle. However, after that market kind of uh, you know uh, lost the momentum. It just played in the sideways, considering it was a Thursday, so it was the expiry day. It will always play like this, right? So, and generally now what is happening is almost every day there is a expiry session. Some or other instrument is getting expired on every day, right? So we have to look at all the other things as well. Okay, so here if you look at it, this place, we had seen one good momentum on the downside. We had seen one up move which came in. Probably this one also would have given some 10 points on the options, and if at all, generally whatever I try to trade is in the money options, not out of the money or at the money, so that I get the momentum, whatever it might be, I get the momentum clearly. Okay, and so this is what is on the basics of how do we use these levels. Important levels you have to consider is these red lines, and the blue lines, dotted lines, are basically that day's support and resistance, where you get small scalping trades here and there. Okay, so this is how you can trade on these levels on the intraday basis. So any doubts, any queries, you can always ask me on just below this video, or let me know on the telegram. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you guys.